If your legs feel weak after 70, or you struggle to stand from a chair, walk to the bathroom at night, climb a step, or feel your knees shaking after only a few minutes, I want you to hear this clearly. Walking is good. Walking is valuable. Walking helps your heart, circulation, mood, and independence. But if your legs are already weak, walking alone may not be enough to rebuild strength. That does not mean walking is useless. It means your muscles may need a different kind of signal, a smaller signal, a safer signal, a signal you can begin before you even get out of bed. Because sometimes the first step toward stronger legs is not a long walk outside. Sometimes it is one simple movement done slowly, safely, and consistently while lying down. Here at Sharp 56, we focus on simple health guidance for adults who want to stay strong, steady, and independent as they age. And today I want to walk you through 5 gentle bed exercises that may help wake up weak legs, support circulation, and prepare your body for safer standing and walking. These are not magic exercises. They will not replace walking, balance training, or medical care. But for many seniors, especially those who feel too weak or nervous to start with standing exercises, bed movements can be a helpful first step. Think of your leg strength like an old lamp that still works, but the switch has not been used in a long time. The power is still there. The connection just needs to be reminded. These movements are reminders. They tell the ankles to move. They tell the thighs to tighten. They tell the hips to work. They tell the brain, these legs are still needed. Before we start, please use common sense and safety. If you have had recent surgery, a recent fall, a blood clot, severe leg swelling, sudden calf pain, chest discomfort, severe shortness of breath, dizziness, or new weakness on one side of the body, do not start these exercises without medical advice. If you have hip or knee replacement precautions, severe arthritis, nerve problems, or any condition that affects your movement, ask your doctor or physical therapist what is safe for you, and never push through sharp pain. Mild effort is okay, sharp pain is not. Now, if this topic is helpful, please tap the like button so this video reaches more seniors who may be struggling with weak legs. And in the comments, tell us your age and where you are watching from. Are you 72 in Florida, 78 in London, 83 in Toronto, or 69 in Sydney? The Sharp 50s community feels stronger when people see they are not alone. Now let's begin with the easiest movement. The first bed exercise is the ankle pump. Lie on your back with your legs straight, or slightly bent if that feels better. You can place a pillow under your knees if your lower back feels more comfortable that way. Now point your toes gently away from you. Then pull your toes back toward your face. Point away. Pull back. That is 1 repetition. Move slowly. Do not flick the feet quickly. Do not rush. Try 10 slow repetitions, then rest. This movement may look simple, but it is important because your lower legs need movement to help circulation. When you sit or lie still for long periods, your calves are not working much. And the calves are sometimes called a second pump for the body because they help move blood and fluid through the lower legs. If your ankles often feel stiff, your feet feel cold, or your legs feel heavy after sitting, ankle pumps may be a gentle way to wake the lower leg. The key is control. Point the toes like you are reaching toward the end of the bed. Then pull the toes back like you are trying to bring them toward your knees. Feel the front of the lower leg work as you pull back. Feel the calf gently work as you point. If both feet at once feels fine, do both together. If that feels confusing or tiring, do 1 foot at a time. This is the warm-up. Do not skip it. A body that has been still needs to be invited into movement, not forced. The second bed exercise is the thigh squeeze. This is one of the most useful movements for people who feel weak when standing up because it wakes up the large muscles on the front of the thigh. Those muscles help support your knees. They help you rise from a chair. They help you control steps. They help you feel more stable when your legs carry your weight. Lie on your back with one leg straight. If it feels better, place a small rolled towel under the knee. Now gently press the back of your knee downward into the bed. As you press down, tighten the muscle on the front of your thigh. Hold for 3 seconds, then relax fully. That is 1 repetition. Start with 5 repetitions on one leg, then switch to the other leg. The most important part is not how hard you squeeze. The most important part is that you can feel the thigh muscle turn on. Many seniors with weak legs have muscles that are not completely gone. They are just underused. They need a clear message from the brain. Tighten, hold, relax. Again, tighten, hold, relax. Do not hold your breath. Breathe normally. If you can talk while doing it, you are more likely to be breathing. This exercise should not cause knee pain. If pressing the knee down hurts, make the squeeze smaller or stop and ask a professional. Here is the important idea. Walking uses your thigh muscles, but if the muscles are very weak, walking may not challenge them enough to rebuild strength. A direct thigh squeeze gives that muscle a clearer signal. It says, "Wake up, we need you." And for many people, that is where leg strength begins again. The third bed exercise is the heel slide. This movement helps your hip and knee practice bending and straightening in a smooth, controlled way. That matters because every time you stand from a chair, step into a car, climb a stair, or walk across a room, your hips and knees have to coordinate together. Lie on your back with both legs extended, or as straight as comfortable. Choose one leg to begin. Slowly slide your heel along the bed toward your body, bending the knee as you go. Only go as far as comfortable. Then slowly slide the heel back out until the leg is straight again. That is 1 repetition. Try 5 slow repetitions on one side. Then switch legs. Keep the heel touching the bed the whole time. Do not lift the foot into the air. Do not jerk the leg. Do not force the knee to bend farther than it wants to. Think smooth. Slide in. Pause. Slide out. Pause. This exercise is especially helpful for people who feel stiff in the morning, or who feel like the legs do not want to move when they first wake up. It teaches the leg to bend and straighten without the full weight of your body on it. And that is why bed exercises can be so useful. They let you practice movement before standing makes everything harder. The fourth bed exercise is the straight leg raise. This one is more challenging, so only do it if the first 3 feel comfortable. Lie on your back. Bend one knee and place that foot flat on the bed. This helps support your lower back. Keep the other leg straight. Before lifting, gently tighten the thigh muscle of the straight leg. Now slowly lift that straight leg a few inches off the bed. You do not need to lift it high. A few inches is enough to start. Hold for 1 second, then lower it slowly. That is 1 repetition. Try 3 to 5 repetitions on one side, then switch legs. If this pulls on your hip, strains your back, or feels too difficult, skip it for now. You can build strength with the other exercises first. The biggest mistake with this movement is lifting too high or swinging the leg. Do not swing. Do not rush. Do not hold your breath. Lift with control. Lower with control. The lowering part is just as important as the lifting part, because your muscles have to work to control the leg on the way down. That control is what helps in real life. When you step down from a curb, lower yourself into a chair, or place your foot on the floor at night. Your legs need control, not just strength. Now the fifth bed exercise is the glute squeeze, with an optional bridge. Your glutes are the muscles in your buttocks, and they are extremely important for standing, walking, balance, and hip support. Many seniors think weak legs are only about the thighs, but the hips matter just as much. When the hip muscles become weak, walking can feel harder. Standing from a chair can feel harder. The lower back may start doing extra work. The knees may feel less supported. Start with the easiest version. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the bed if that position is comfortable. Now gently squeeze your buttocks together. Hold for 3 seconds. Then relax fully. Do 5 repetitions. This simple glute squeeze may be enough for many beginners. If that feels easy, and your doctor or physical therapist has not told you to avoid it, you can try a small bridge. Keep your knees bent and feet flat on the bed. Gently tighten your buttocks. Press through your feet. Lift your hips just a little. You do not have to lift high. Hold for 1 second, then slowly lower back down. Try 3 to 5 repetitions. If your mattress is very soft, this may not feel stable. In that case, stay with glute squeezes only, or ask a physical therapist what surface is best for you. Do not push into back pain. Do not arch your back. Do not lift higher than comfortable. This is not about making a perfect shape. It is about waking the hip muscles. Now let's put the whole routine together in a simple way. Start with ankle pumps, 10 slow repetitions. Then thigh squeezes, 5 on each leg. Then heel slides, 5 on each leg. If you feel ready, add straight leg raises, 3 to 5 on each leg. Then finish with glute squeezes, 5 slow repetitions. That is enough for the beginning. You do not need to do all 5 exercises twice a day on your first day. Start small. Maybe choose only ankle pumps and thigh squeezes. Do those for a few days. Then add heel slides. Then later, if your body feels ready, add the straight leg raise and glute squeeze. The goal is not to exhaust your legs in bed. The goal is to wake them up. There is a big difference. Tired legs do not always mean stronger legs. Consistent, controlled movement is what matters. You may notice that your legs feel a little warmer afterward. You may feel more aware of your thighs. You may feel like standing up is slightly easier after a few days or weeks. Or you may simply feel proud because you started. That matters too, because one of the hardest parts of aging is not the exercise itself. It is the belief that nothing will help. But your body is still listening. Even after 70, even after a long period of sitting, even after weakness has crept in, your body still responds to safe, repeated signals. And if bed exercises are where you need to begin, there is no shame in that. Starting in bed does not mean you are weak. It means you are starting wisely. As your legs become more awake, you can combine these movements with safe walking, chair stands, balance practice, and whatever your doctor or physical therapist recommends. Walking is still valuable, but walking becomes more useful when the muscles underneath it are ready to help. So tonight, before sleep, or tomorrow morning before getting out of bed, try one simple thing. Point and flex your ankles. Then tighten your thighs. Just that. A small start, a clear signal, a promise to your legs that they are still needed. Before you go, I would love to hear from you. Tell us your age and where you are watching from. You can write, "I'm 74 watching from Florida," or "I'm 82 watching from Manchester," or "I'm 79 watching from Ontario." And if weak legs or standing from a chair is something you are working on, write the word "stronger" in the comments. Your comment may encourage another senior who is lying in bed tonight wondering where to begin. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe to Sharp 50, and turn on notifications so you do not miss future health guides made for adults over 50. And share this video with someone who has weak legs, trouble standing, or feels nervous about walking. One final reminder. Everything shared here is for educational purposes only. It is general health information and not a substitute for personal medical advice. Before starting new exercises, especially if you have pain, swelling, recent surgery, recent falls, heart problems, blood clot concerns, severe arthritis, or any medical condition affecting your legs, please speak with your doctor or a licensed physical therapist. Your legs do not need perfection. They need a signal. Move slowly, start safely, stay consistent, and I will see you in the next Sharp 50.